Issue 230. We start out in Metropolis City on Market Day, though it looks more like a desert bazaar than anything. Then an airship from something with as cheesy a name as League of Super Evil Villains makes an announcement to the civilians, one of whom asks if it's just an April Fool's prank. Probably from the name. And Wendy tells her friends to let her drive next time. The civilians laugh at them, not taking them seriously, as they guess the airship had crashed into something, and someone in the league says that one of his flute bombs fell out somewhere. A chicken villain tells the civilians that they have enough power to destroy them all, and Wendy says that they'll have a plan, which for some reason one of them who looks like an alien is surprised by when you'd think they'd have already gone over it by now. I guess it's supposed to be a secret according to the Big Tails guy. How are these guys all out of prison? How is Wendy out of prison? Their plan is supposed to make them as rich and powerful as Eggman used to be. As they plan to take the wealth of Metropolis, one of the villagers asks the others which one of them had the code to the safe. This is definitely charming, but I really expected to see a continuation of the Agatha Witch Brew story eventually, you know, with Sonic in it for a Sonic story. Speaking of Sonic, we see him again as if the previous cliffhanger 2 issues ago never happened. Sonic briefly teases Techno about her inventions going haywire, since they apparently have a history of that, and after Kintabor tells them about what's going on with the evil plan, none of the heroes take them seriously either because they defeated them before. Meanwhile, the group of villains have already started arguing because of their screw-up, and then my suspicion about this guy being a part of the plaques is explained as right. He's not part of the hive mind because of a glitch, so he's staying with these guys to hide from the rest of his species. I thought his entire species was destroyed by Robotnik when he was super powerful. That's disappointing. After he melodramatically complains about the situation when his friends should already know about it by now, and Wendy's weather machine freezes the door of the bank safe, which doesn't help them at all, one of the villains tries to shoot at it with an oil gun, and the fake Tails steals it from him because he thinks that would cause a terrible reaction to the ice. The gun gets knocked away to the Plaques villain, who presses a button out of curiosity and causes that very explosion to happen. Somehow they're all intact, with the green guy merely burned a little, and even more somehow the safe isn't even phased. The villains start arguing again, and Sonic comes in with the police arresting them. Well, this was charming, but I guess I'll never see how the Witch Brew Sonic story ended. In the next story, we see the evil Fleetway Rouge putting Porker in chains upside down to try to interrogate him with torture to find out the box combination for the emeralds. She says that the ghosts of the haunted hill make great interrogators. Again, this is so engaging, like seeing Rouge in a refreshing position. We then see Tikal, Knuckles, and Big in a place with Pumpkin Hill Mountains in the background, and they're looking for Porker, who only Big saw disappear. And while Tikal asks if Knuckles is sure that trains still come here, Big talks to Chaos in his backpack. How's he not dehydrated since he's a fish out of water? Shouldn't he be in a goldfish bowl? And he asks Chaos if he still wants the emeralds. Also, why can't anyone hear Big and Chaos talking? They see the ghost train and go inside, with Knuckles warning them that if they look out the window, they'll catch the attention of the ghosts, who some say were spirits of the Echidna soldiers from the Great War long ago. Knuckles says the ghosts aren't usually dangerous. I have a hard time believing that, and it turns out that the thief was a girl, as in Rouge, and not Chaos. Well, it makes sense. What could Chaos do? Flop around? As we see some menacing ghosts, Big explains that Rouge had some robots with her, who he calls metal guys, despite living in a world where everyone's familiar with robots by now. Tikal wonders how Rouge could have done all of that, and then the train jostles because it went off the rails, causing Knuckles to take Tikal's hand and jump out of the train before noticing that they left Big behind. Rouge tells the Badnik to block off the exit so the heroes won't exit, and the story ends with us seeing Chaos, who is the leader of these ghost soldiers, greeting them all, saying that their leader has returned. This issue is by Ed Reynolds. The first story is lighthearted, where some failed villains serve as comedy relief by being incompetent at basically everything in their bank robbing plan and arguing with each other until Sonic saves the day. And the second story has Knuckles, Tikal, Big, and Chaos go to the Haunted Hills train and jump off later, as it's revealed that Rouge is the one who not only stole the emeralds but has been interrogating Porker for a box combination. Rouge being the one who did that is pretty interesting.